already for...
Did you get any text messages?
I got a lot.
That's what they are.
Okay.
Those are those people. We're on YouTube! I think we're on. Hello everybody, Tim McCormick here. Welcome back to another episode of Finance Agents Live. This is Tim MC. I got Trey. I think we're right about to start on Facebook. We have, so I'm just going to kind of chill for a second, but I'll throw it out there. We're going to be talking about a member office number 112, not allowed to use his name, who has done 5 deals in the last 6 months and earned $72,000 in commissions already, with as much as double that, with that much more in deals that could close in the next 30 days. So very exciting. I love showing somebody who's succeeding because it's an example of something that you could do. Let's go ahead and do Facebook. All right, welcome back to another episode of Finance Agents Live. This is Tim MC. I'm here with Trey. And today we're going to be talking about how one of our member offices, member office number 112, has done 5 deals over the last 6 months and earned $72,000 in commissions, with almost as much in pending commissions that could close in the next 30 days. A very exciting success for us, and so that's why we're dedicating Finance Agents Live episode number 61 to talking just about this person's success. Thanks for joining me today, Trey.
My pleasure. Those sirens are for the commissions
it's
for
that exciting,
anonymous member office.
Anonymous. Now, this member office told us he didn't want us to say exactly who he is, so that's fine. It's an anonymous person. It's member office number 112. But we're going to be telling you what we can tell you about his success so you can decide if it's something that you think could work for you. On today's show, we're going to real quickly go over what is a member office, real quick. Then we're going to talk about member office number 112. What did he do? How did he do it? How you can do it? And then at the end, we'll go into a little bit of a longer explanation of what a member office is in case you don't know what it is and you can decide, learn more about whether or not it's something that could be a fit for you. If you are interested in being a member office at any point during the show, before or after, whenever, go to financeagents.net. There's a lead form there. You can fill in a form and someone will contact you specifically about becoming a member office. You might even get lucky
Probably
and talk
me.
to Trey,
yes.
Right? Because this is what Trey does a lot. You talk to a lot of people.
That's right, all the time.
What's the single thing that people are most interested in for being a member office?
Getting leads and getting referrals. That's gold in our industry. They want people to talk to about their real estate or business needs.
Okay, so the super short version on what it is to be a member office is this. We tell you, it's your own private funding brokerage, right? We teach you what to do and how to do it. We provide the technology along with your own website. We provide a no-cost lead system. That's what he's just talking about with our lead system. We have a way to get leads where you don't pay until they're successful, as opposed to most marketing things where you pay in advance. We provide access to lenders and loan programs. We shepherd you through the deals where we help you work with the lenders and the borrowers. And we help create your own branding and focus so that you're going after something that you could do and succeed at.
And the key thing is every member office is different, right, Tim?
Completely different.
It's always scaled or sculpted to be what you want it to be. Some are diversifying the revenue by adding a funding component to their insurance industry or mortgage industry. Some are brand new, some are experienced consultants. So there's more than one ways of working together.
Right, but I would love it if more of you were like member office number 112, who's had amazing success very quickly. All right, so let's go over the 5 deals, just so you know exactly what we're talking about. What are the 5 deals that this member office has done in order to earn that much money? And first, let me just say, every single one has been real estate related. There are 4 through our internal private money lending program with Lentera, that partnership, and 1 fix and flip, right? And that's one of the reasons the commissions have been so large, because he's just focused on larger deals. You can do small deals or big deals. They're about the same amount of work. One pays way more, so that's really been working for him. So the first deal that he brought to us was someone who owned 8 different rental properties. These are single-family residences that he had rented out, and he's earning rental income from. And he had another opportunity where he needed money. We paid off all the different mortgages on all the different houses and gave him a bunch of extra money that he could use to go do this other deal. He'd been working with another lender for 80 days, and they'd just been dragging him through the muck, stringing him along, and he was really worried that he was going to lose out on his opportunity. We were able to close the deal in 8 days. Literally, he came to us, we got the information. He had a loan on his money within 8 days. That's one of the things we can do internally, is an $800,000 loan. and our member office earned a $16,000 commission. Now, if you want to be making $16,000 commissions, you want to focus on loans in the $800,000, million, $2 million range. It pays very well. So tell us about the second
Sure.
deal.
Deal number 2 was back in June. It was a cash out refi, non-owner occupied rental property. So the property value is around $180,000. He needed money fast, so it had to be a fast process. Low loan, or like very no doc loan type atmosphere. It was around a minimum loan amount of $100,000. That's probably our floor for most of our deals. And so, but that still earned him a $2,000 commission in a pretty quick time frame.
That was his little deal, right? Everything else is big, and that's why he's earned such good commissions. The next was the fix and flip that he did. It was a commercial fix and flip. He brought us a client who was looking to convert an office building into student housing and retail. They had to pay off the first lien. So they were buying the property, and they needed a couple $100,000 of renovations. It ended up being a $500,000 loan with a $10,000 commission. One of the things I want to point out on these loans is these loans that are being done require a lot of experience. The member officer we're working with, he hasn't had 20 years of real estate experience, but our internal people had, or do, obviously. So when he brings the deal in, we help through the whole process. You can't just drop your hat, learn everything, and in a month know how to close something like that. That's a complicated deal. All of these are complicated deals. And that's one of the benefits of being a member office, is that you bring in the deal and we can help you through the complicated process, and you benefit from our 20 years experience, even though you only had 1 or 2 months experience. All right, so tell us about deal number 4.
Deal number 4 is really something that we're trying to focus on as far as being different in the market, right? It is 100% CLTV purchase of a non-owner occupied rental.
What's CLTV?
You tell me.
Combined loan to value. That means...
Don't laugh at me.
It means that normally, if you want to buy a house, you got to come in and put down 20%, 30%, 50% maybe, right? If you put in nothing because we gave you a loan and the seller gave you a loan to finance the rest, that's 100% financing, 100% combined loan to value.
So the seller paid for all the closing costs. It closed in a quick time frame of 2 weeks, $1.2 million loan. So pretty high. And that earned him $24,000 commission.
One single commission of $24,000, which you're going to see is not going to end up being as big as commission. All right, so the last deal, the one that literally just paid today, was another 100% CLTV loan. That means our person got 100% financing. They only had to, or the client only had to bring 41 grand cash to close on a $960,000 loan. That's a very, very small amount. And member office number 112 earned a $19,000 200 commission on that deal. Put that all together, it's a little less than $72,000. But over the next 30 days, we have 3 other loans where the letter of intent has already been signed, and we're already pretty far along in the funding process. All 3 of these could fund within the next 30 days. What are those loans, Trey?
One's at $3.1 million, and that is a rental purchase for about $62,000. So it's kind of on the lower end. $62,000 commission.
$3.1 million loan
go.
with a $62,000 commission. So what you're seeing here,
that's gotta be a typo, right?
Is that no? That's 100% accurate. Our member office number 112 will make as much on one deal as he has on almost all the other deals combined.
There's a $500,000 portfolio blanket cash out. He's going to earn $10,000 when that goes through. And again, we don't want to jinx him. This is feeling kind of weird. And so then also one in New York City. It's a $588,000 deal, non-owner occupied rental cash out, earning him a little over $10,000, $11,000 commission for that deal.
$11,000 commission. And again, these are complicated loans. You're dealing with states that have complicated lending laws. That last client, the loan got all the way to the end, and we were about to order loan docs, and then we found out that the client had a second mortgage that he forgot to tell us about, or didn't know about, or was surprised to have, and that almost killed the deal. And we were able to negotiate with the lender on the second mortgage to subordinate behind our loan. So this is complicated stuff. And member office number 112 wouldn't have known how to do it, but because we have the internal expertise, we could take somebody with less experience and do much more complicated advanced stuff.
And all these deals are all across the country, right? There's New York, there's Texas, there's Hawaii. So there's not one specific location like here in Southern California.
Right. Okay, so what are some of the reasons that this particular member office is succeeding, Trey?
Well, it looks like Anonymous Member Office is really focused on one type of product. He's developed out and his foundation of knowledge of the program and processes, and really been hyper-focused on certain lead scenarios.
And he's really focusing on bringing us clients that fit our lending as opposed to just finding clients and trying to find a fit, right? If you laser focus your marketing to bring in the right people, you can. What's really interesting is that this person has hardly brought in any leads that didn't fund. I mean, I think maybe there have been a couple that we've turned away. So to have so many deals and have such a high success rate, the only way to do that is to really screen through and bring in the right people, as opposed to what some people do is they try to help everybody, and you end up helping nobody because you just can't. So people that fit this kind of lending, be people with troubled credit, people in a rush, people that are okay with a low loan to value. That means they're not looking to get a loan for the whole thing from us, at least. They're okay with bridge financing, 12 months interest only. Often he's coming in with title and appraisal already done, and that's one of the things that slows things down a lot.
So it's not going to be for someone who wants a 15-year term, has great credit.
No,
right?
Not CRE. But you'll notice if by focusing just on the big ticket commissions, it's working, right? If you could spend your time focusing on commissions to pay $200 or $20,000, and unless you could do 100 to 1, which is pretty hard, it's better to focus on the $20,000 deals. If all of our member offices were only bringing in $1 million CRE loans, they'd be pretty darn happy, right? You close one of those a month, you're making 20 grand a month. That's a pretty good living, and then you can grow it from there and build a whole business just off that funding product. All right, so let's go into a little more detail. And by the way, we're open for questions. If anybody has any questions about how this person has done it that you want to ask, just type it into the box, and Darren will let us know and we'll answer. Let's go into a little more detail on what it means to own a member office. What is a member office?
Sure, a member office, first and foremost, you don't have to have a physical location like an office. So that's a little misleading, but it's for people who want to be hands-on, work with their leads and their agents directly, be coached and trained all the programs and processes. At the end of the day, develop out their own brand, their own consulting company.
Okay, and what do they get?
What do they get? Wow. Well, Bob, they get, what they get is this. I mean, everyone's
Tell them
different.
what they get.
Right. Everyone's different. So I kind of narrowed down to, 4 things. They're going to be getting their own affiliate platform, well, their website.
Let's start there. Tech and website.
Tech and website. Their own website.
They will be tech integrated.
They'll be tech integrated. That's Darren's favorite term.
Right.
We can't get him to stop saying it. Tech integrated. We don't know what it means.
Tech fails, all right? So you're going to have a support system, first off, to have developed it out, lead management system, customized emails, and marketing tools. Those are the biggest aspects when it comes to the technology.
And these are the tools that we've been using for 10 years. So it's not like you just go out, find a lead management system or find a marketing system or find an email thing and you got to figure out how to do it all yourself and you can't figure it out, things start breaking, you have no tech support, none of that. You have a full tech support office here. We provide the tech, it's already proven, all of our systems are integrated, and so it works together very well. All right, so that's the technology. What next?
As far as we offer no cost lead system. So what fueled our growth back in the day was developing out the technology, the platform. Instead of paying for marketing, is developing out the affiliate platform. So building relationships. So you get your own affiliate marketing system.
How do you get leads for free?
You get leads for free. That means you've been working with agents. You have downlines that when they use their marketing tools, those leads are flowing to you to service. So we provide all agents, doesn't matter if you're a standard recruiter or member office, you have marketing tools, landing pages, and so on.
Might sound a little misleading to say it's no cost. What it really means is the cost is deferred until you know it's successful. Most marketing, you go pay a bunch of money, here's some radio, here's some magazine, here's some pay-per-click online. Let's hope it works, and if it doesn't, you just lost a bunch of money. This is the opposite of that. You're going to find partners that can send you leads, and if it turns to a successful funding where you make some money, you share the revenue with them, and that way it's no at-risk capital is what we should say. All right, another big, probably one of the biggest core things of what we do is that we teach you what to do and how to do it. And there's 4 different ways that we do that. We have an online learning system where we have easily hundreds of hours of recorded trainings that you can go through and you can take tests on in order to learn the things that you need about the programs that you want to promote. You're going to have one-on-one coaching per deal, as we talked about before, and also with a representative here who's going to help guide you and make sure you're on the right track. We have group learning, where you're going to learn in group settings, in occasional trainings, and plus we have a daily training every single day. This is kind of an example of one. Right. But beyond the weekly show that we're doing here, Monday, Tuesday, Monday is Trey's summary of the week. We have Tech Tuesday. Thursday is going to be with an underwriter for some specific program, talking about specific deals. And then Friday I do myself, usually talking about whatever the major initiatives that were going on and how the member offices can benefit from those.
Yep, all 4 of us. So we're on screen, but all 4 of us are going to be joining with those daily trainings. So
that's right. That's us. You got the crew right here.
Yeah, yeah.
And with what we do, the learning curve never stops, right? There's always something to go over.
I've learned everything.
You've learned everything. Perfect. So it's ongoing support and training, and that's like an invaluable asset.
Right. Okay. So what else? What else do we do here?
Sure. So diversity of programs. That's another major attraction to a potential member office, having all different types of programs to kind of target, from working with SBAs to equipment financing to 401k rollovers to our commercial real estate division. I kind of divide up into 3 different categories. You have your business funding programs, real estate, and personal capital.
Okay, awesome. Now, every member office is different on which programs they offer, and that's one of the things we work with. You might find that 2 or 3 programs work together for your specific niche, and we help you make sure you know enough about those programs that you can do everything, and then have a high-level understanding of the ones that you're not going to be an expert in, so you know when to ask for help. And that leads into how we shepherd you through the deals. So when you have a possible client, as a member office, you're going to submit an application into our lead system. It's going to go to an internal underwriter who's going to review it and give you their comments on whether or not it can work. If they say it's a go, we will help direct where to apply. Often we handle the application process for you with the different lenders. We'll assist you through the whole process till the deal is funded, many times taking over communications with the client so you can go into bringing in more business. And then, of course, we do payouts. We even pay your referral sources directly for you, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You just focus on bringing in new and better and more deals.
So direct access to underwriters, which is a major benefit. Having closing call support, which is part of the training process. And that back office support give you more time to close more deals.
All right. And then finally, we help create your branding and market focus, which should be going together. Your brand and the kind of clients you're trying to bring in should be able to support themselves. We do that by giving you a custom URL, that's the domain name that your website's at. We'll help you customize your logo. We create the custom website for you. The custom marketing path means we help determine who you want to be marketing for, making sure you're marketing for the right people, for the right programs, using custom email addresses. Everything works together, everything tech integrated, just like Darren says.
Right, tech integrated. So if you're a member office, if you have 100 agents below you, they're the boots on the ground. They're feeling the growth of your brand.
Or 1,000 agents.
1,000 agents.
Really, right? Most member offices, the goal is to get to 1,000 agents. Out of those 1,000, you got 100 that bring in a few leads, and then you got 10 that are bringing in leads every day, right? So you're going to have the, 90-10?
90-10 rule?
90-10, something like that. All right, so if you're interested in becoming a member office or just learning more about it, go to FINANCEAGENTS.net. There's a page where you can fill in a form and get contacted by somebody, maybe even you're so lucky as to talk to Trey.
Perfect.
And you can learn more about it and see if it's going to be a fit for something that you want to do.
We're looking for people who have a sales background, finance, or have been a business owner themselves.
This is a good opportunity for someone who wants to be involved in the deals. Mm-hmm. If you like marketing, if you're a marketer and you want to market, just sign up as a finance agent and you can generate leads for the member offices. But if you want to be the person talking to the client, offering solutions, learning about how to help them, and coming back and saying, hey, good news, I can get you $100,000 in a week, this is the way to do it, then you want to be a member office. You're going to be talking to leads, people will be referring people to you for funding, and then you make the big bucks. You could be like member office number 112, earning for 5 deals in 6 months, $72,000 with another, what was that, 72, 83, another $83,000 in pending commissions that could close within the next 30 days. That could be you. Thanks for coming on. I don't know if we had any other questions. Doesn't sound like it. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Thanks for coming on, Trey.
My pleasure.
If you're new to the show, subscribe and you get notifications for more shows like this. Your likes and support help us help more people just like you. That will wrap it up today. Thanks everybody for coming on, and we'll see you next week.